In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to 10 times your YouTube video production so that you can be able to worry less about creating YouTube content and stay consistent on your YouTube channel to get better results and start growing your YouTube channel. Let's get started. So step number 1 is to actually perform your research. Now, considering you're actually creating video content, you have to research the video topic ideas that you want to create content about. So what you're gonna do, you're just gonna go to your YouTube channel and then you are going to type out the video ideas that you think about or you think you're gonna create your content. Note that these video ideas should actually lie within the content pillars or the topic pillars that revolve around your YouTube channel. Like for instance, if we're using me as an example, I revolve around YouTube content creation as well as building or designing a brand online. And so those are the type of topics that I'm gonna be using. And also I use this amazing plugin tool, which is TubeBuddy. I've been using it for a year now and I feel that it gives me the best results. If you want to use this particular tool, it's actually very helpful when it comes to YouTube optimization and looking for the right keywords that you're gonna be using for your YouTube videos and optimizing for search. And if you want to try out this particular tool, then make sure to click the link that I will include in my description. And then the second thing you're gonna do is to research the tools where you're gonna be organizing your ideas. Now, I would like to recommend 3 particular tools because those are the tools that I actually got started using, and then I ended up picking the last one to be my best one because it was versatile in everything I was doing in my business. And so I started off with Asana and I created this particular workflow that you can see here where I got to move my videos in a particular order so that I can be able to actually see the progress of what was happening with my YouTube videos. But I also got to use Airtable for some time and it ended up being a useful tool, especially when I was doing podcasting. But then I ended up settling for Notion, which is the one that I actually use right now. And that's how I get to organize my ideas, especially for the ones that I'm going to be posting either on YouTube or the content types that I'm going to be posting on my Instagram, my TikTok, as well as my podcast. So I want you to research the tools that you feel are going to be necessary for you so that you get a bit organized with how you get to collect and proofread and design your ideas. Now, the next thing you have to do is to choose your theme. I found this to be particularly helpful, especially when you're organizing ideas for a long period of time. So like for instance, in this video, I'm gonna be organizing ideas for the month of February, and that is why I'm actually filming this particular video. And so the first thing is to choose the theme around the period of time that you're gonna be creating the content for. So like for instance, you can see here on my Notion that the theme of January is to inspire and educate. So the content pieces that I'm going to be creating on my channel, especially for January, is going to be around educating and inspiring people to do stuff. It can be to create content, it can be to get started with YouTube, or it can be to build a personal brand online. Whatever it is, I inspire and educate, and those are the themes that are going to be revolving around my content in the month of January. And then you're going to have to highlight that particular statement at the top of your organization folder. So like you can see in this Kanban board, I usually highlight the particular theme, or I'm going to put it in a statement and I'm going to highlight it, or I'm going to put it at the top of all my ideas so that I can be able to remind myself that this is what I'm working towards. You can use different things. I actually use my Notion to do everything when it comes to content creation, but you can actually get a book, or you can do it on another particular place where you organize your ideas and stuff, but I use Notion. And then the third thing, you're going to choose the format of arrangement in your ideas. Now, there are different ways you can organize your particular arrangement on this particular tool that you've chosen. I personally like using Kanban boards because I'm a visual planner. I'm not usually a word planner, and that's why tables don't work for me as well. Choose what works for you. There are people who work with gallery views, and you can see here in Notion, you can actually actually get a wide range of views that you can get to highlight, or you can get to display your content in, or your organization in. So step number 3 is to plan out your content. So the first thing is to choose your scripting days, because immediately you've researched for the ideas, you already know what you're going to be covering within that particular video. So now you're going to have to choose your scripting days. And guys, I mean, you choose a scripting day where you're gonna sit down and script all those videos. Now, for instance, in this particular video, you can see that I actually have included the template for scripting here on my Notion, and that is where I actually get to write all the scripts that you get to hear or you get to view in my videos. And then the second thing that you're gonna do is to choose your shooting days. So you're gonna choose the days that you're gonna be sitting down with your camera and your scripts and everything else put in place, that you're gonna sit down and you're gonna shoot those particular videos. And for me, my shoot days are usually on Friday and on Saturday. That's because I get to shoot all my content for the entirety of the week on those particular days. And if you have no idea how to batch create, or you want to learn how you can actually organize your content creation workflow, then make sure to click the first link that I will include in my description down below, as well as the first comment that I'm gonna pin, because I teach all these things in the YouTube consultation call that I get to have with the people who book me. And then the third thing, you're gonna choose the post days. When do you think these videos are going to go live, so that you can be able to actually plan ahead when you're gonna be editing your videos and scheduling them so that they go live. This improves your consistency, guys. And so for me, I usually schedule my content on Mondays as well as on Sundays. The next thing in our list is actually content batching. Now, remember when I told you to choose a shooting day? For now, we're gonna be batch creating. I want you to reflect on how many pieces of content you can actually release on one particular sitting. For me, I get to film one YouTube video and 10 short form videos within one sitting, and I'm able to actually batch create videos on the go. But for you, it can be different. So I need you to reflect how many pieces of content you can actually release within one sitting of you shooting, and it can vary. Just choose what works for you. But before you even sit down to create content, I want you to set up your place for shooting. Now, for me, I usually set up my place for shooting the previous night. So the previous night, I'm gonna pick up my ring light, set it up in the right place, so that when I sit down to actually do a shooting, it's ready to plug and play. And the third thing, you're gonna prepare your storage for the content pieces that you get to shoot. I usually use a hard disk, and all my content pieces, when I shoot them, I usually create different folders for them so that I can be able to distinguish which videos are for my reels, which videos are for my YouTube channel, and which videos do I need to edit first. And then the last step is to actually batch edit. I'm not really going to edit in front of you guys, because that's a video that's coming up soon, how I edit my videos. But for now, I want you to see what I usually do. Right now, you can see that I already have my videos stored in different folders. So this is the folder where I have my YouTube videos, and this is the folder where I have my short form videos. Now, guys, this is really important because this helps me distinguish what I'm going to create. Now, for my Instagram content or for my short form content, I actually use CapCut in my phone. So I'm gonna open up my phone, I'm gonna upload those videos, and then I'm gonna start editing them one by one. But then in this other one, you can see that I have a YouTube video. Now here, there is a lot I have to do. There has to be B-rolls. That's why I'm gonna have a folder for B-rolls. I'm gonna have a folder for overlays, a folder for sound and for sound effects, and I'm also going to have a folder that's gonna contain all the pop-ups and all the pop-ups and everything else I'm gonna include in my YouTube video. Now, the reason why I do that is so that I can have everything in one place, so that when I do my editing, everything is in order and I can actually do an editing in 1 to 2 sittings. And then the next thing is to actually schedule out my content. As I have not yet finished editing the video for my YouTube channel, I'm gonna show you what I usually use to schedule my content on my Instagram account. So you can see that I have a number of short form videos that are supposed to go live on my Instagram channel. So that is what I'm gonna sit down and actually schedule, and that's how I actually get to create all the content pieces that I create on all my social media platforms. Now, remember, I've not talked about my podcasting in this particular video because that is a video that's gonna come on its own particular day. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. If you did find the information shared in here helpful, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and if you feel like sticking around and maybe you don't have a content strategy, then I recommend checking this video whereby I talked about how to create the perfect content strategy, and I hope that I'll get to see you in that particular video.